Welcome to another Beltour Tech video. Today we'll be talking about Gopher CPS 3205, which is a constant voltage, constant current bench power supply. I mean, it's not like a huge or heavyweight power supply. It's a very good power supply, especially for charging your batteries or taking it on a portable setup with you to run your radios. The model that I have here is the one with 32.3 volts, 0 to 32.3 volts, and 5 amps variable variable voltage and variable current, current up to 5 amps, 0 to 5 amps, and voltage 0 to 32.3 volts. That is the model. You also have models that you'll get for 10 and 15 amps. I got this from US apparently because this is not sold in India yet. So this is a manual that comes, it's in English, obviously for the US market. And this also comes with a 230 or a 110 switch. We'll take a look at that very quickly when we look at the radio. So you have this manual in the box. Then you have an American style power plug. I like this rather than the Indian one, which has just two cylindrical prongs and they don't fit nicely. This one, the flat ones, they fit very nicely into the power plug. Then you have the power supply itself. So let me take this out and keep the box aside. There's nothing else in the box. We'll keep the manual also aside. So that goes away. Then we just have the radio. So the very nicely built extruded aluminum radio. Sorry, power supply for a radio, or you can charge your batteries. So on the front you have the voltage display and the ampere display. So you have a switch. You can set it to constant voltage or the ampere adjustment, and then you have a lock, so you can lock out the function. So you set it to a value and then lock. Then you have the on and off button. This one controls when you adjust. You can fine tune the adjustment whether in microvolts or volts, and then tens of volts. Similarly for the ampere also. So and then on the back side you have negative and positive and negative outputs, and a 230 to 110 switch. Since we'll be working this out of India, set it to 230 to 230 volts and not 110. If you are in US, you need to set it to 110. I'm just trying to get a screwdriver to change that. So move it like this. This is 115 volts. Move it like this. This is 230 volts. So if you're operating in India or UK, don't change this from 230, right? Otherwise you'll end up blowing it. So these two are, you can either put a your cable with an eye bolt, or a banana plate will also go in here, right? Then you've got an on and off switch. Remember, you've got a soft on and off switch here as well. This is a hard on and off switch. Then you've got the power cable going in. So I mean, the finish of this is excellent. Um, and what I've seen from other videos on YouTube is you take this 4 out and this one comes out. So actually the board is mounted this side with this the screws here, probably the MOSFETs, power ICs mounted on the board. There is no fan, but I think the excellent body, which is partly designed as a heatsink, can take all the heat and dissipate it very nicely. So excellent form factor. It's not too big. It's pretty light. It's probably about 1.1 or 1.2 kgs, not more than that. And I'll see if we can do that in this video or maybe in the next. We take this out and the bottom slides off, and then you can see the board beneath this. So I've seen other videos and the board construction is also pretty good. We'll see if we can take a look at that. If not this, but the next video. So let me go ahead, switch this on. I'll connect the cable and come back. Thank you. Come back. So I've connected the cable. Now let's plug this in. We'll put it off, plug this in, right? And then switch it on, and there you go. The power supply just comes on, and right now it says off because this is off, and you see this light here which is locked. So when you lock it, it'll you can't even turn it on, which is a nice feature, maybe unnecessary, but not sure what the use case for the designers when they built in this feature, but it's okay. You can lock it, or rather unlock it. Okay, I'll just press it. Yeah, now it's on. So it's in the voltage mode, and it's in the voltage mode. So as you can see, when I start to adjust, all of these three are dimmed a little bit, but this one is bright. And now it's set to bright because when you adjust, when you move this, it'll get into the adjusting mode. So what you can do, if you know it goes by millivolt and then goes, and it's pretty accurate. I've got the multimeter there. We'll test it quickly. So you press this, it will move the digits up and down, so you can go to different values. So this is already 1 2 3, or you can go here 1 2 3, and if it maximum it will go is 32.3 volts, which is more than enough for any hobbyist needs. This is excellent. I wish I had this kind of a power supply 20 years back when I was doing some serious electronics. But yeah, so this is nice. And if you, so for example, one of the use cases that I have is I've got a lot of lithium ion and lithium iron phosphate batteries. So I'll set it to I've got 12.0 and 12.8 volts and 14.8 volt batteries. So for 12.8 you need to set it to 14.8 volts. So take this to 14.8 and then push this to 5 ampere. So uh, constant voltage, so the voltage is set. Now you push it to 5 amps, right? It'll go up to 5.1 amps is the max, but 5 amps you set it, and then connect your battery. And once the battery starts charging, the BMS will maintain, and this current will drop it down to uh, less than zero point 0.2 zero point 0.3 amps. Only then you know it is charging. So you set the voltage and set the current, and then it will start dropping it. So that's how you set both the voltage and the current. So if you change this, it'll go to voltage settings. You bring it down, it'll go to current settings. So once you do that, you can also take this. The max it'll go to is 5.1. Yeah. So that's 5.1 amps is max it'll go. There are, like I said mentioned earlier, there are 10 amps and 15 amps. I think 10 amps I'm sure, 15 amps I'm not very sure, but there are power supplies from Gopher itself available. Okay, let's quickly connect a multimeter to this and verify the voltage. Then we'll see if we can open this up. I'll see if I can find an Allen key to remove this and see what is there inside. So let me connect the multimeter to this and let's verify the voltage. Put this back in voltage mode and I'll lock it for now. Okay, welcome back. So I connected the multimeter. As you can see, it's showing 0 volts here and 0.008 volts on the multimeter. So pretty small amount there. So let me increase by 1 volt, and you can see that it's going to about it's in the 0.001 range, going to 0.2 now. And if we go to 0.10 volts, it's, I would say it's pretty accurate to the second digit, may not be the third. I mean, it's not like a very sophisticated power supply. I mean, it will do for amateur purposes very nicely. You want to charge your battery and run your radios. Of course, the limit is 5 amps. Many of the radios, 100 watt radios, go up to 25 watts, 25 amps, but this one will do the job for QRP radios. That's the main purpose I bought, to run radios either in the field or to charge the batteries in the field whenever you need a good power supply. So let's take it down to 1 volt and 1 volt. So there you can see it's 1.005, excellent resolution. So let's switch to 10 volts now, and you can see it's 999. Okay, less than 1, and 11 volts. We can go with again 0.001 volt less on the multimeter. So let's go all the way to 20 volts. It's showing yeah, 0.001 lesser than what the display is showing, and the max 32.3 volts, it is showing 32.28. Okay, so pretty much this is the voltage. I don't have any rig to do the current measurements. Maybe I'll set up one and make another video for that. But this is also pretty good. Or maybe I'll show one when I'm charging the battery. I'll make a video and put it again. But I would say this is pretty much accurate when it comes to the voltage, what it's showing on the display and what the multimeter is showing. So yeah, pretty much there. Good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this. Oh wait, I'll see if I can open this and then maybe come back once I have the screws open. Yeah, just hang on a second. Let me see if I can get the screws open. Thank you. I thought we need Allen keys here because the front has Allen keys, but I am surprised that they've used Phillips keys on the back. So let me change the bit. Uh, my favorite screwdriver, and let's open this. Okay, I need to open both. Back side. Put this here. This. Luckily, there's no warranty sticker anywhere, so I'm happy about that. So this will come off a little bit, and then you can just slide the bottom drawer, so to speak, bottom plate out. Very nicely done. So this is the inside. As you can see, there are like I said, the power MOSFETs, power transistors are stuck to the chassis here using the fins on the outer body. Very nicely done. And you got the display board here, two set of 7-segment LED segments you can see, and then you got all the LEDs there, indicator LEDs. Then looks like very solid. Let me see if I can take this a notch. Yeah, so very nicely done. The PCB also looks excellent. You can see how many transformers we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4 transformers, and then looks like this induction coil, and then the capacitor is also so good. And looks like the fuse is here. You can see the fuse here. So there's a fuse, and unfortunately the fuse is soldered. So that's a pain. In case the fuse blows, you have to desolder the existing one. But though the PCB is put on the channel right here, which is above the top of the surface, I don't see any fan like I suspected before. So all the cooling is passive cooling. There is no active cooling anywhere. So let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah. So okay, so that's what is inside. Pretty well done board. I don't see any half-ass attempts in the board. Very professionally done. I don't know about the components what they've used, but looks like they've done a nice job. Okay, that's it. Quick look at this power supply for amateur hobby purposes, and I think it does a bang good job. It's got great reviews all across the place. Even on Amazon, I bought it on Amazon.com for about $65. So if you can get it cheaper, good for you. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. We'll come back with another video later on. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.